Hi Cancer, this is your horoscope for January 2017. Thanks for joining me. Now, you start the year really focused on the emotional side of life, relationships, how things are moving forward, and you're really starting the year with your personal life at the forefront and as your priority. From the 28th of December through until the 14th of January, the Sun begins to conjunct Pluto, and it does that in Capricorn in your 7th house. Now, the Sun is your identity, it's what drives you, it's what energizes you. And in Capricorn, it's very much about working towards something. Pluto is the planet that rules Scorpio, and it's about the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's about becoming bigger, rebirth, new energy, development, changing yourself. So it's you as an individual becoming bigger. And the question for you here at the beginning of January is, how can I love more? How can I be more loving? How can I have more love in my life? That lasts for 2 weeks, and really that's your primary focus, and it's almost like you're looking for that outside of yourself. So, we all know, anyone who's read a self-help book knows that love and relationships, part of the work is inside, so it's an inside job, loving yourself and doing that bit first, and then you can extend that to other people. So bear that in mind, but with that kind of focus and drive on your love life and relationships, it's very likely that you make some nice progress in that area of your life. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and creativity, and that is in Aquarius until the 3rd of January, and then it moves into Pisces in your 9th. Now, you're a water sign, Pisces is a water sign, having the planet of love in another sign that's the element of water really works well for you, and you're super in touch with your feelings, and you're really confident about who you are, what you have to offer, and how you can express that to other people. That gets stronger on the 4th, because on the 4th, Venus begins to conjunct Neptune in that 9th house, and both of them are in Pisces. And Venus is the personal planet of love and beauty. Neptune is the higher harmonic of Venus, and it's about love on a global level, on a love for humanity. So you really feel very philanthropic here. You feel very kind, you feel very positive towards humanity, and you're really optimistic in a sense. Now, that's a good thing, especially if you're looking for love and you're putting that kind of energy out there, because it's very likely that it's reflected and you'll get something back. Both of those have to do with love, and in the 9th house, it's about exploring that in your world, okay? Combined with the Sun and Pluto in the 7th, that's really what the focus is here for you in January. How can I expand my life to include love in it and to bring that into my life? So it's ideal for single people. It's ideal for people who want to work at their relationships and make them better. And I think it's mainly to do with you in connection with another person. There could also be adding love to your life or love for the planet by going traveling and discovering things. But as far as you're concerned, I think the personal and the human factor is really highlighted, and that's a big priority for you here in January. Now, Mercury has been in retrograde since the end of December last year. It continues to be in retrograde until the 8th, but on the 5th, it's going backwards, or it appears to be going backwards, and it retrogrades into Sagittarius in your 6th house, and it sits on top of Saturn. So the question over this 3-day period from the 5th of January through until the 8th is, how can I improve my health? How can I feel better and stronger within my own body? What can I do to raise my energy levels? So use that time to question those things, to see what you get. You can really make a lot of progress and get good information that's going to help you to improve your health and your sense of well-being. On the 8th then, Mercury does go direct. You'll be able to implement some of that information that you've got. On the 13th, it's moving forward now, and it hops over your descendant into the 7th house in Capricorn. And again, even more focus is on personal development when it comes to love, relationships, and how you can consistently bring that into your life. Those are the main themes here for you in January. How can I be more loving? I don't think there are any major issues when it comes to your work. I think you feel like things are ticking along nicely there. And those kind of themes continue until the end of January, when there are some big changes. On the 28th of January, the new moon occurs in Aquarius. But before I tell you about that, around this Mercury retrograde and changing signs time, on the 12th of January, there's a full moon in Cancer. Okay, and that full moon happens for you in your first house of self. So there's an expansion of your love for the planet. There's an expansion of, I'm a Cancer, here I am, look at me, I'm ready. And there's no doubt or crippling insecurity. You really feel at peace, and you start this new year really well, and you started feeling in touch with yourself and really confident and really well within yourself, and that kind of sets the tone for the rest of the year here, because the contacts and the connections you make in January, they'll have a knock-on effect to February and March and April. So really see who comes into your life here. Now moving on to the end of the month, when we do have this new moon in Aquarius, that's totally different because it happens on the other side of the chart, and it's in Aquarius in your 8th house. So the focus really shifts here, and you start to think about what contribution can I make in my working life to my business or the company I work for. And on the same day, Mars goes into Aries in your 10th. So emotions, love kind of take a back seat, and you become focused on career and drive and how can I make things happen. So really use January to sort out your love life, because you have everything going for you. Your personality is at its best, and for you to find love, it's the perfect month for you to do that. So you start this year really nicely with the focus on your personal life, which is great. If you would like a private reading with me based on your personal horoscope, which I can draw up using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, then please get in touch with me for a private reading. My website is gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next month.